In 798 AD, the Viking menace swept onto the Isle of Man in the Irish Sea, about 50 miles off the coast of western Britain, and started the story of this remarkable seafaring nation. At Peel, they burnt the monastery on St Patrick's Isle to the ground, and all the earliest records of Manx history were lost. From this time, people constantly lived in fear for their lives. But eventually the Vikings settled on the island, bringing their ways and customs. They met to dispute matters and proclaim their laws at Tynwald, the Viking Parliament, the oldest parliament in the world, which still meets to this day on exactly the same spot. By marrying the local chieftain's daughters, the Vikings acquired all the land in Man and adopted Christian customs. This year, after an 18-year gap, the Isle of Man celebrated its unique history with a stunning Viking festival. Locals and visitors from around Britain were treated to reenactments of famous battles.
It's been slightly interesting because, of course, this is a revival of an event that first happened back in 1961. So it's been fondly remembered in folklore, and just like the Viking sagas, everyone remembers these dramatic pageants on the beach. But this little island here controlled the Irish Sea, and it's got 400 years of really important history.
We're very proud of our Viking heritage. I think it's one of those events that, whilst it is very spectacular while they're watching, it's probably one of these things that they will be thinking about for days and weeks to come. They've seen an awful lot of activity, an awful lot to take in, but that is the beauty of an event like this. You can live with the memories for quite some time.
One of the events recreated was a magnificent Viking sea burial reserved for Viking chieftains. Vikings believed that when they died, their god Odin called them to Valhalla, to the Hall of the Slain, to fight and drink again as warriors in the afterlife.